Welcome to Barefoot in America. We are filming from the Phoenix Sonoran Preserve today. We had taken a gorgeous hike, and you may see that the hillside is sprinkled with wildflowers of purple and yellow, and just really excited to bring you this practice where we're going to open our shoulders. We're going to bring awareness into our upper backs, through our whole spine and our hips, and we're just going to play a little bit staying down on the mat today. So thank you for being here with us. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And start by sitting nice and tall in easy cross-legged posture. Take any variation of easy cross-legged posture that feels good to you. And simply sit in your best cross-legged position. Maybe a blanket or something under your hips to give a little rise to your hips, especially if you have a tight back. And then feel your spine stacking nice and long. Notice your sits bones and legs rooted to the earth. We root to rise up through the spine, feeling the natural curves, an inward curve in your low back, slightly rounded upper, back in at the neck, so that the shoulders stack over your hips and your head stacks over your shoulders. Rest your hands upon your lap. Take a couple deep breaths. And maybe exhaling with a sigh. A couple more. Letting your awareness be fully present in this very moment. And on your next deep breath in, inhale your arms down and out and overhead. Connect palm to palm above your head and draw hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Bow your head. Feel the palms connect to one another. And take a moment to set an intention, dropping that intention to your heart space. Release your hands down and out and float them overhead. Reach skyward. Take a little back bend if you like. Feel how you extend your back, lift your heart, look to the sky. And now exhale, twist to your left. Right hand's going to find your left knee. Left hand finds the mat behind you. Root in your seat, lengthen your spine. Spiral from your navel up to the crown of your head, gazing out over your left shoulder. Be with the breath. Inhale your arms back up and overhead. Reach, reach, reach. Feel the length in space. Exhale, twist to your right. Left hand finds the right knee. Right hand finds the mat behind you. Root into both sits bones. Lengthen the spine. Spiral from your navel to the crown of your head, looking out over your right shoulder, and breathe. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist to your left again. Right hand finds the knee. Left hand finds the mat behind you. Tent the fingers on your left hand so you sit a little taller. And now float the right arm up and over, creating some sense of stretching in your right side body as you twist to the left, gazing out over your left shoulder. Pull the navel into your spine. Feel the length and strength in your torso as it coils to the left. Inhale the left arm up to meet the right. You're back in the center. And now twist to your right. Right hand finds the mat behind you. Tent your fingers, pressing through the tips of your fingers to upright yourself. And now float the left arm up. Reach long as you twist to the right, looking out over your right shoulder. Pull the navel to the spine. Feel the core stability. Feel the stretching, the tugging, the pulling from within you, finding your comfortable edge. Inhale the right arm back up to meet the left. Exhale the hands back down to your lap. And now if you can, switch the fold of your legs so the other leg is in front or on top. Just change the crisscross. Sitting nice and tall, hook your hands onto your knees. Inhale, draw your chest forward. Lift your heart, look to the sky for a seated cow. Now exhale, round it out, tuck your tummy, drop your head, look at your navel. Seated cat. Inhale, seated cow. Exhale, seated cat. Inhale, seated cow. Exhale, seated cat. Adding arms if you like. Inhale, arms to cactus. Just like those beautiful sororos behind me. Lift your heart. And now exhale, squeeze palm to palm, elbow to elbow, round it out into cat. Inhale, bring it open, widen, broaden, expand, extend. Exhale, squeeze, fold, contract. Pull it all into the midline. Inhale it open. Exhale it closed. Seated cat-cow. A few more rounds. Feeling the mobility of your spine. The steadiness in your root, your foundation. The arms opening and closing, creating that contraction and expansion. And letting your breath guide the movement. Changing the arm configuration. This time inhale them up overhead. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, fist to your waist. Round it out, bow your head. Inhale, float it up and reach. Exhale, round it out, bow your head. One more time. Inhale, float it up and reach. Exhale, fist to the waist. Release your hands at your side. Bring the soles of your feet together. Baddha Konasana. Take a hold of your ankles or your feet. Take a moment to lengthen your spine. Feel the foundation in your legs. Your feet could be as close to you or as far away as you are comfortable. And now leading with your heart. Let it guide you as you hinge from your hips. Lifting your heart, leaning, leaning, leaning. Take a couple breaths in it. Find your own edge, likely a stretch of your groin, your inner thighs, your adductors of the hips. And now round it out. Let your head bow towards your feet. Really surrender into the cobbler's pose shape. Letting your back curl just a bit. Bring the focus of your breath into your back body. And now adding some undulating movement. Inhale the chest forward. Rise up. Tuck your tummy, round it out, scoop through. It's creating a serpentine motion of your spine. Take a few rounds, inhaling, finding extension, rounding it out, dropping your head, scooping and back up. One more round. Pause, draw your knees together, extend them out in front of you. Prop on your fingertips for just a moment. Lift your heart, gaze to the sky. Pump your ankles up and down just a couple times. Bring some flow down to your feet today. And turn your ankle pumps into simple ankle circles. Just giving our legs a moment to stretch out after they've been folded. We're going to fold them again in a moment. Reverse the circles if you haven't. I'm going to take Gomukhasana legs next. So your choice. Your left leg could stay straight with your right leg crossed over, or you could bend your left knee so both knees are pointing straight ahead. And the goal is that your right knee is stacking on your left. I like it a blanket or a block underneath my hips here, especially if there's any low back tightness or hip tightness. It just helps you sit more upright. So we're going to play with the arms here for a minute. We're going to start with eagle arms while we're in Gomukhasana legs. So your right leg is on top, so your right arm's going to be on the bottom. Reach them out wide. Give yourself a hug, right arm beneath the left. See if you can grab your scapula, your shoulder blades. And maybe this is enough for you in your shoulder. If it is, perfect. You stay here with this arm configuration. If there's more available to you, bring your fingertips towards the sky. Right fingers hooked to the inside of the left palm. And then inhale the elbows to shoulder height. Feel the core engage. Take a couple breaths into your upper back. Feel that expansion between your shoulder blades. And if this is enough, stay right here. If you want a little more, shoelace posture. We hinge forward, bowing over the knees, maybe the elbows out in front of you. 2 more deep breaths in it. Inhale yourself upright. Release the arms back to the hug. Release the arms all the way down. Take a moment to switch the fold of your legs. Right knee on bottom, left knee on top. And maybe your right leg is straight. It's your choice. We all have different flexibility, different abilities within our knees and hips. It's all about honoring you when you practice yoga. Here we go. Sweep the arms out. Left leg's on top, so left arm on bottom as you give yourself a hug, reaching for your shoulder blades, the scapula. If that's enough, stay right there. If you want more, thread the fingers towards the sky with the left fingertips on the inside of the right palm. And then if it's available, lift elbows to shoulder height, hands stacked right over the elbows, pull in the core, lengthen your spine, take a deep breath. And if you still want more, a little bit of shoelace posture, hinging from your hips, bowing into the forward fold, and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale yourself back upright. Release into the hug. Release the arms, set them down. We're going to switch the fold of the legs again. So switch it out. Right knee on top, left one on the bottom. Gomukhasana legs, Gomukhasana arms, or cow face posture. So I like to offer a strap here. The left leg's on the bottom, so the left arm is on top. So grab the strap in your left hand. Start by just reaching your left arm skyward. Settle in there. And now bend your elbow, hand behind your back to the best of your ability. Take a moment for your right hand to grab your left elbow to settle in. And now really think about this, because so often people bend forward when they want to reach around. Press the back of your head into your forearm. Just a little chin tuck, and keep yourself honest about staying upright as the right arm now comes down and around to grab the strap behind you. And as you hold the strap now, you could bring the hands a little closer. And if the fingers touch, you're welcome to drop your strap. 3 deep breaths. Here we go. Release the arms gracefully and gently. Pause, take a few shoulder circles up, back, down, and around. Savoring each moment, each shape we're able to create with our bodies, being present with our mind and our spirit. And now shifting your legs so the left knee stacks on top of the right. Gomukhasana legs. Settle in, adjust the block or blanket under your hips. Really always take the time to root yourself. It's the foundation. And now with the right leg on bottom, the strap in your right hand, float the right arm up to the sky. Bend the elbow. Left hand reaches around, grabs the right elbow to help you get settled in. Take the time to press the back of your head into your forearm. Staying upright now, left arm comes down and around, reaching to grab the strap. Once you have the strap, you can shimmy your fingers closer to one another, finding your very own personal edge. And if your fingers can touch, you can drop the strap. 3 deep breaths. Release the arms gently. Arms at your side, settle in and take some shoulder circles up, back, down, and around. Grab your strap, and if you don't have one, imagine you do. Hold the strap between your hands. Inhale, float the arms up. Feel your strength here. Hold the strap tight and now pull it away. Put as much tension in the strap as you can to feel the strength in your arms. You've stretched them out, now just adding a little strengthening component. And now slide the hands a little wider. Drop the elbows into a cactus. Ideally, the hands stacked right over the elbows. Sometimes we got to check ourselves with our eyeballs. And as you hold cactus shape, pull the strap apart. Feel the core engage. Feel what shakes, what quivers within you. Just keep pulling, creating that isometric contraction. And now lower the arms down. Great job. Inhale, float the arms up now without the strap. Reach nice and long. Feel your length and strength. Relax the shoulder blades down your back just a little bit and enliven your arms. Make the elbows as straight as you can and expand the fingers as wide as you possibly can. And now exhale the arms to cactus. Squeeze your cactus together. Bring the elbows together, forearms together, palms together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Feel the core engage. From here, inhale the arms up as high as you comfortably can. Lift your heart, look to the sky. And release the arms down. I'm going to invite you to lie down on your back next. What I'd love for you to do is, if you have a yoga blanket, put it right at your shoulder blades. I'm going to spin around. So think about this top part of the blanket catching you right at the lowest aspect of your shoulder blades, the shoulder points, if you will. And so that you're lying with the folded up blanket right at mid-back to open your respiratory diaphragm. Knees bent, feet flat. Let the arms drape into cactus again. Take a couple deep breaths here. And notice your breath in and out of your rib cage. Notice your breath in the respiratory diaphragm. And notice that maybe it feels a little different with the blanket under your spine. Give your knees a hug now. Pull knees to chest. Feel the blanket compressing into your back. Never forcing, simply noticing how it feels. If it's ever too much, you just take the blanket out. Take a moment to send your feet to the sky. Stretch out the back of the legs. They were bent a lot in the practice today. Just taking a moment to press the heels to the sky, enliven your toes. Spread them wide, float your arms up and overhead. Feel all the length and space you've created in your arms, your shoulder, your torso. And take a few ankle pumps. Transition it to circles. And reverse the circles. Give your knees another hug. Set your feet down on the mat, straighten the legs for Savasana. And if the blanket is too much under you, you just simply remove it. If you like the arms over your head, you can take this little variation, opening them a little wider into a V. Let your legs drift apart into a V. And if you prefer traditional Savasana, return the arms by your side. And feel your sweet surrender into the earth. It's time for letting go. Heavier and heavier. Softer and softer. Make any adjustments along the way as you become more and more aware. Feel yourself embodied, the awareness in your body, the deeper connection you made with yourself by showing up on the mat for the practice of yoga. As we give thanks to all our ancestors, all the people who brought our lives to this very moment, to the lineages, to the sages, to the spiritual teachers, to the yogis through time, all the knowledge that's been shared to create this moment, to the beauty of nature that surrounds us, to the seasons like spring. From my heart to yours, I'm ever grateful to lead you in the practice of yoga. Namaste.